You're listening to the No Tekkers podcast.
No Tekkers podcast.
No Tekkers.
What? Man said Bon Gerard. Is it
The No Tekkers podcast.
Come on, man. Let's get it.
The No Tekkers podcast, episode 39. We out here, man.
Jeez.
Yeah.
I'm your host, Brez. I got my co-host here, Quartz.
What's happening?
Other co-host, PSC, aka Mr. Bunderstats.
All day, every day.
We got the sponsors, Create One Academy, as always.
Yeah.
Get the gear now. Beer Energy as well.
Energy?
We got a special guest in the building, Mr. Red Devils TV himself.
Were you around before Arsenal Fan TV?
Very shortly after.
Oh, very shortly after.
Very shortly after. I
Okay.
think Redmen TV are the originals.
Okay.
I think Arsenal Fan TV obviously were a bit more prominent because
Because they are-
not the first fan cam, but one of their first fan cams like was on Match of the Day or something mad like that.
Yeah.
And I remember like it was crazy, and then we come after around a similar time, only by months.
Yeah, you wouldn't get the same buzz because Arsenal get beat every week, innit?
I think they lost the first game of the season, and they were just screwed from there.
Right, we got Adam McKola in the building.
Yo,
Welcome.
Sir. Welcome.
How you feeling, man?
I'm good, you know. I'm good. It's weird, like the week of a European final. And
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
I was saying before, it's weird. Europa League finals weird, man. Like when the game starts, I'll be a bit nervous. But right now, it's so weird.
You think they'll win?
Yeah, but even that's like
Man's of course.
Is that guys? You do that sure?
I don't know if that's because it's the Europa. Like I don't know if that's because I don't care or
Yeah.
like I do care. I want to see
Yeah.
Ole Gunnar Solskjaer lift a trophy in it. I
Yeah.
think that would be emotional. Like he's the guy from the jump in it. So to see Ole Gunnar Solskjaer lift a trophy will be sweet. And
Was you ever Ollie out?
Nah, I've always doubted the decision. I'll never be. You know what? Yeah, I know I'm in work of VAD channels and all that, so I should really, but I don't ever do the in out like and start pushing one because I just find it mad. Like, because then you start trying. Like United could win, and if I've gone Ollie out now, I could just be like, oh. I feel like those people get mad because they're wrong rather than. I still support the team, and even when Jose, I was kind of thinking, this guy's done. Like after Severo, I was thinking, he's finished. But still, I was in those games. I wanted him to win, you know.
Yeah.
So yeah, man, I don't really try and do that Ollie out, but I did doubt the decision.
Yeah. I think I
wouldn't have made that decision.
yeah.
Do you think I was thinking about this question because he's got a lot of stick for a long period of time,
Everywhere.
but he's finished second and he's got into a major final. If he wins the Europa League, does he warrant that I'm a Man United manager title now, or is it still doubting the decision?
If you know what, like you see, I was thinking about this the other day. So you see how Klopp's like, he's had this shit season, and it's like, wow, my bad.
No.
I saw the thinking is like, I was gonna have to own this.
It's real bad season, yeah. And
Yeah.
you can't say nothing because he's won the Premier League, he's won the Champions League. So, but if we finish,
But those are the
5th, 6th next season, you don't get that luxury just out of finishing second in Europa League, do you? Do you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
Jose still got sacked shortly after winning 2 trophies. Van Gaal got sacked just after winning an FA Cup.
Yeah.
So I don't think that would warrant him finishing 6th next season, and then we just go, oh well, actually, won the Europa League.
I think because we haven't seen success in time.
But when you say success, what do you mean?
Premier League, Champions League,
yeah,
either of the two.
The big trophies.
Exactly.
The real big trophies.
That's what we should, as a Man United, we should be
I agree.
going for those. We shouldn't be like
Happy.
League Cup and that. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
like as much as, and this is why I kind of like take my hat off to Pep and that, because in the League Cup he just goes through it, innit? And just like, yeah, this is just something quick.
he's got a squad though, innit?
That's what I mean.
Yeah.
It's a bit different for Pep. Like he's got 2 squads that's capable of winning the Prem.
I mean, he won the Premier League striker.
Exactly.
They say he had no striker, but he also had like 6 wingers.
Yeah.
Like, Like if he don't play Mahrez, he plays Bernardo Silva. If he don't play them, he plays like they've got so much depth.
You can.
If we don't play Rashford,
It's not the same, is
if we
it?
don't play
You gotta play
Rashford,
Dan
we
James.
got
No, you gotta play
Yeah.
Martial.
Dan James.
Yeah.
We might be going Leicester.
I hope so. Praying on it, man.
You know what though?
Don't say it.
He's
Don't
gonna
say it.
Leicester.
Yeah.
I think
Anywhere else is
You know
gold.
how we
man.
look at Harvey Barnes and think, yo, he's all right. Like, I think we.
Yeah, let's do a swap deal, man.
Would you take him at United?
Harvey Barnes.
Over
yeah.
Dan James.
No, not over. I wouldn't say over. I'm just saying
As
in
long as
general.
Dan James goes, bring him.
You don't rate. You don't rate.
Nah, I want him.
I don't rate him either. I don't.
You see he's 1-on-1.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Yeah.
His head's gone.
Yeah.
His head was never there. According to you.
Yeah,
Well, this is the thing though. Like I said in the group, like I feel like I'm the only one that's not surprised by it. Like to me, I expected him to miss.
Yeah, man. Saw Bruno and thought, let me try that.
Like, how did he even angle his foot that way? What was he attempting?
yeah.
Panenka?
The goal's in front of him, and his foot's facing that way.
Is it true? Like, if he didn't have pace, he wouldn't. Like, you remember Theo Walcott was like, he could score.
Yeah.
He scored a hat trick.
Yeah,
Like, you
yeah,
know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
But
sometimes
Theo had a
you
little
find
bit
that-
about him though. Like
Yeah.
he had a good little finish and that. Like he was all right.
He had a good
He had
cross
pot-
the
he
other
had
day, but that's
potential.
it. I don't see.
But Dan James,
is not it.
I don't even think he's that quick.
Nah, he's
Nah,
Like,
he's
he's quick.
rapid. Nah,
I don't,
he's
think, I don't
rapid,
think
bro.
he's rapid. You know what I
Have
mean?
you seen that
Fierce is
video?
giving him
of,
no play, you know.
No, but
You're
that
giving
was-
him
Video of him
no
and Rashford
play.
from the halfway line.
Yeah, he's rapid,
And
bro.
Rashford's like, and James is just chilling with his.
He's
head
rapid,
back,
bro.
just-
Nah, man, I
He
feel like he's
keeps
got little
pace for
legs, so he
pace,
looks
isn't
faster.
Nah,
It's one of
man.
them,
He tears up ground. When he chased Mo Salah that time,
Yeah,
He got
I wanted
weight.
to snap him then, you know. That's the only thing he should have.
yeah.
Took him
He
out
tried
there.
to do shoulder to shoulder with the
Yeah.
Egyptian king and he just wasn't happening. Right. So at the minute, you're quite on a few channels.
Yeah, man.
Stretford Paddock is one of them. Before Stretford Paddock, it was Red Devils TV.
Full-time Devils.
Full-time Devils. Talk us through like how that changed, or even how you got into being like, I would say you're a journalist.
Nah, I'm not a journalist.
Don't want that title.
I'm not a journalist.
You're not a journal. So Green Street thing.
You're on the red carpet asking questions, man. You're a journalist.
I don't want to be a journalist, man. Like, I feel, especially journalism is dead these days. Isn't it? It's like there's not real journalism out there. But I'm not a journalist anyway. When I do my interviews, I try and be a fan.
Yeah.
Because I am that. When I meet Cantona and that, bro, inside I'm Nick. I don't know what to do with myself. Do you know what I mean? So I always try and keep that, just being a fan.
Yeah.
Because that's what I am.
Do you think you're more in like versus like, so say journalists on that side, you're on this side. You have a more connection to the
But
fans.
I feel like we are shaking up journalism.
Yeah.
There's not just me, like everybody.
100%,
Like,
yeah.
Because like if you look at it, it's white, black, brown, people from working class environments. A lot of journalists that go to, and some of them are great. You know what I mean? I speak to a lot of them, and some of them are cool. But a lot of them go to university to do a little journalism degree. They get free tickets to games, and they start speaking all down to like just normal fans. Do you know what I mean? And it's like, what's going on there? But it started for me from I was working for my dad. Like I finished uni, I was working for my dad. I've been going to games all my life, and then I saw this thing on Facebook that said like, "Oh, we want to speak to United fans and that," and I thought, "Go on then." So I jumped on Skype, spoke to Johnny, who was one of the guys that started the channel, and the next thing you know, I did a preview for like Reading, something real random like Reading preview, like on Skype, and I remember just umming and ahhing my way through it. I knew what I was talking about, obviously, because it's my life, like just naturally, just with my friends, my family, just talking football. So and then from there, because I was at games, I started sending little videos, like get my brother to hold my phone and that, and then it just snowballed. I never had no experience, so they were probably a little bit unsure about like the whole fan, like doing the fan cam thing, but I did it, and it just took off from there, man. And from there, like everything that's happened is an kind of an accident. I don't know, I suppose I have worked at it as well, and just I've always made sure to just keep going in it. And like at the start, a lot of people, all the money, and like it's not even like at the start I was just doing it. I didn't even expect a job to come of it. I was my dad. I remember my dad screwing at me like, "Oh, you working for me, or you do what is this? Do you know what I mean? Like, what are you even doing? Like,
it's unfamiliar.
my dad's a bit old school. He's probably thinking, what the.
Why are you holding the camera, man? Just watch the game.
What is this like? What is it like? I don't even know what this is.
Yeah.
But he's probably the biggest influence in that because he's taken me to games all my life. Like I was broke. I couldn't be going to games without him. Like he just took me to games, and so it was a natural thing. And then from there, it's just snowballed. Started getting more confident doing what I'm doing, and just the opportunities that come from it have been incredible. But I suppose it shows like. That's the environment we're in now. You can just become what you want, and if you can do it consistently. That's one of the things people always say to me, like, "Oh, how can I do this?" Just keep doing it.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people do it at the start. Oh, we're getting no views, and it's not about that. Like, just keep
doing it.
Because if you enjoy what you're doing, other people will see that, and then eventually it will. And it's not even about getting 1 million views or getting 10 million views. It's just about consistently providing good content to people. And being yourself. Yeah. Because if I start, like a lot of people, in my position, sometimes it'll be easy for me to take the shortcut and start, going mad or trying to do something that I'm not really feeling in it. Yeah. So I just try and be myself, man. That's it.
Yeah, that's quality, man.
And it's worked so far, so.
When you started it, was Sir Alex in charge?
Yes. It was the last season when we started it.
Okay.
But it's funny though, because I had a YouTube channel, yeah. And I remember me and my mate used to watch these videos. Was it NFL Underground?
Undercover or something like that.
Trash Talk. NFL Trash Talk.
Yeah.
And they were like dubbed videos of like, and me and my mate used to watch them and we used to be like, yo, we should do this, but for Premier League. Like, and we just never ever did it. And my mate was like, YouTube's a thing to do. And so I had that idea and I had a YouTube channel where I remember I recorded like, the crowd at Old Trafford and uploaded it. It was like MUFC ads was the thing in it, and it was like had a few videos on there. And then about 6 months before I started doing YouTube, I remember YouTube and Google merged, I think, or something like that. Yeah. And they were like, if you don't create a Google account, you're gonna lose your YouTube
content,
account.
Yeah.
So I went, I don't need this shit. What is this?
Yeah.
And I deleted it. And like that I started then, but then I restarted with obviously full-time level.
Yeah. Okay. So since you started with when Sir Alex was there, obviously all the way till now, what has been some of the major differences? Obviously, bar this season, there's been no fans in the stadium.
Yeah.
So like, from Sir Alex to Moyes,
from seeing them win to now they win that. That's good for you.
I can imagine all the fans wanted to. What's his name? You are a fool. Good night. Yeah.
Yo, he's the guy, you know. You know what's mad? Like at the start, for my first 2 years, some people see me, hey, you're the Andy Tate guy, innit? And I just think, fuck yourself. Better about like, can you phone Andy Tate for me? Like, it's like mad stuff like that. But yeah, like here's the main changes. Obviously, the team's not as successful.
Yeah, of course.
But the way the media has changed. You remember like how Fergie used to. What would Fergie have said about what we're doing? Like, it's mad, isn't it? Because he used to have a firm control over
who said
journalists.
What?
Who's in the room?
What people were saying.
Yeah.
Would he have called man out? Like, I would have been interested in that because I remember when I started doing it, there was nothing. Like, I remember covering the parade when we won the title.
Yeah.
And there was no one really doing that thing then. And then now there's loads of different channels doing it. So that's changed. But apart from supporting the team, nothing apart from the fact we're not as successful as we once were. Yeah. Which is...
Does it make for...
It's mad, like, you know, the Swansea game when Rio scored and Fergie was on the pitch saying, your job now is to stand by your new manager and all that.
Yeah.
And my dad said to me, this is it, you know, like, you're going to learn how it feels to be a real football fan now. You do know that, innit? And I was like, nah, we're winning the league next year. Like, what are you talking about?
Same team.
Mad, bro. Like, and then we beat Swansea 4-1 with David Moyes. And I thought, what are you talking about? And he was right. It's like, now we're real football fans. And we don't realise how much we were like...
how good we had it.
Other fans tell us, how the mighty have fallen.
I love that line, innit?
Yeah, like, relax, man.
Have you seen Never Give In yet?
Nah, not yet.
Bro, you're gonna cry, man.
I watched the trailer and I got shivers, to be honest.
You're gonna cry because you're gonna be like, did I appreciate that enough?
Yeah.
Like, did I appreciate that enough, or did I just think it's gonna happen?
I watched the trailer today, bro. I had goosebumps.
Really?
Bro.
I ain't seen the trailer, to be fair.
Sir Alex is a legend. Like, I'd love to meet him.
Yeah, I met him, and then I've never
What was that
interviewed
like?
him in it, but when I met him, I shook his hand in it. And I went, yo, thank you for everything. That's what I was saying. I went, yo, thank you for everything, man.
You sound like he gave you a contract.
And he went, yo, this is what he said. I remember it. He goes, oh, that's okay, son. And I was like, yo, man, I got this son. I told my dad, like, yo, dad, we might be over.
Yeah, my daddy know more.
Call him by his first name and that.
Yo. And yeah, like, I remember that, like, just meeting him. Because obviously you see him at games all the time and it's just like, the boss, but I never met him. I never thought I'd ever have the opportunity to.
He seems proper cool, man.
Is he approachable, like, when you're speaking to him? Because obviously he's got this aura about him.
When I met
Sir
him,
Alex.
I was staying in a hotel, and somehow like the execs at the club were staying there as well. It was for the Wolfsburg game. We got knocked out of the Champions League, and do you remember when Nick Powell came on for One Matter?
I remember every detail, you know. Remember that minute he came on and everything.
Man, like Nick Powell, you know.
Man said that hurt me. I have to remember.
I just remember him in the Red Preds.
Yeah, Nick Powell came on for One Matter, and then I seen him in the lobby. Like he came down out the lift, and there was loads of United fans like having a beer at the bar in there because there was loads of United fans staying there. And as he's come out the lift, like we've all approached him in it. Like every United fan that was there approached him, and like I've said that, like shook his hand and that. And like, everyone's kind of done a thing, and then everyone's gone, oh, can we have a picture? And he's gone, oh, go on, we'll do it all together, lads. And I thought, all right, I've gone to the lads, I'll take yours with it. Because when I gave their phone back, I just grabbed my own like little picture like I thought, I can't be having this group picture thing, man. So that was what happened, and he just dipped. Like, it was just a quick, short moment, but I've been like to a few things where he was just on stage speaking and that, and the guy's just...
Is he almost like Pep? Because when Pep, like,
What do you mean almost?
no, what? No, relax. Let me let my plane. Obviously, when I'm talking in regards to like captivating an audience, when Pep speaks, everybody kind of is on edge to hear what he wants to say. Does he have that same kind of presence about him, or is it more because he's more old school and Pep's more new school, or is there similarities?
I don't think there's. I think Pep's different because when you listen to Pep, is like. He can speak more about football and And when you speak to Fergie, I don't know, it's
like that uncle.
It's like a grandparent figure, and it's like what he says goes kind of thing. Like it's different. Like I think Fergie also Guardiola's a coach in it.
Okay.
I think he's a great football coach. Fergie's a great football manager.
Okay.
And I think that encapsulates different things. Like you see him doing stuff in like Harvard and. All these kind of mad things about management. I think he's a different.
I think his people skills are better.
You know?
Have you read his leading?
Worth read?
Yeah. I'll send it to you.
I think it's different, man.
Okay, now it's an interesting point because I think I never thought about it as.
I think Arsene Wenger was less successful but more similar
Okay.
in how he managed everything.
Okay.
Do you get what I mean?
No, 100%.
Like
The analogy you gave is
Klopp and Pepper.
good coaches.
Pure football
coaches.
I
Yeah,
imagine them
really.
being on the training pitch a lot and all that kind of
Yeah, Fergie ain't out there, fam.
Like Fergie's
like, I'm cold, big man.
When he had the purple nose and that.
Yeah. Right. So let's talk about this season then. Man United went undefeated away from home.
It's a record.
That is.
It's something.
You man, a collection.
For real.
My heart was in my
Does it
chest.
count without fans? I know it's still a
It's a
great
training.
record.
It's a training game.
Yeah, but why didn't anybody else do it?
Yeah, that's true. But a lot of
But
teams
why
have
couldn't they do it
better
at
away
home?
records this year.
Why couldn't they? Because
That's what I wanna know.
Because
If you do it at home, you probably win the league.
Do you hear what Ollie said? The banners were red at the side. That's why they changed the flag.
That's like straight out the Fergie book.
Yeah.
Fergie made him change shirts at
Yeah,
half time.
yeah,
Fergie's like,
bro.
these grey shirts.
Ollie, say this.
Yeah, I think that's impressive. Considering
Our away
under
form, like even
Yeah.
we had. I know we went out against Leipzig, but PSG was a big performance. Like we've had some big away performances even in Europe. Roma, AC.
Yeah.
I think that's down to like the style of play though, because we're kind of a counter-attacking team now. So at home, you're expected to be on the front foot and be. So when you're away from home, you can play that counter-attack
But I
because
think-
the home team's expected to come at you.
That's the mark of where we. Do you feel like, last year I felt that more than this year? Like this year, I feel like
Yeah.
more of we're actually a good team.
I agree.
Like, I actually think we're a good team now.
I think you got a little bit more about you.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
if you, before when you'd concede, I'd be like, yo, you know.
I think that's because of Pogba.
The away record is...
Pogba come in and he's been played more advanced, and you're able to see his actual ability.
He's playing on the left, isn't it?
Yeah, and before he was playing CDM. He's not a CDM. Just because he's big and
too
strong.
deep, innit?
He can't tackle. He can't defend. He has no defending attributes except being big. Well, he can't mark. So
You know what the mad thing is? Sometimes he does a mad tackle, but it's like
An
he's very
accident?
clumsy, like Fellaini.
that's what I'm saying. It's an
He's like a
accident.
bit like Fellaini. I don't know if it's because he's in the box, you know, like when he's trying to mad tackles and that, or he'll get beat and then dive in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's just
like
very
that handball
unorthodox.
where it's just
Exactly.
like-
He's just an unorthodox player. But it's when
And
you
then
see him
it
on the
works
ball.
sometimes
Yeah.
because he'll just lift the ball out of the air. And
Yeah.
put it-
He does mad stuff.
I think he's our best player, you know.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah. 100%.
Who would you say is your favorite player, like of all time, United player?
All time,
Yeah.
David Beckham and Cantona. Like, I remember this. I had this poster on my wall of just Beckham and Cantona, and I remember like, yo, that's my childhood. That's my childhood. Like, do you remember that show? I don't know. Many people don't remember this. There was a show. I think it was on BBC. Yeah, when I was in school, and Michael Owen came out of the poster. No one remembers this scene.
Nah.
It was actually a show, bro.
Yeah, the dream still.
I googled it and it's real. And I thought I had a trippy dream as well. But there's a show, where this kid, bro, he had Michael Owen poster. Michael Owen used to jump at his poster and tell him like, yo, you can do this and that. And I remember that. And I used to want this poster to do the same thing.
Was it the Liverpool Carlsberg kick?
Say that again?
Was he in the Liverpool Carlsberg kick? Like that.
Pretend
it
like
might
you
have
don't
been a
wanna
Red
wear that,
England
don't lie,
kid.
man.
Fam,
Might
they don't
be
want-
Red England kid.
Ain't nobody remember
nah,
that. Man said he wanted the post to do the same thing.
I don't know.
All right, Beckham and Cantona to come through, man.
So if you have to pick one, who's the best number 7?
Beckham.
Cristiano.
Oh, I can't. Ronaldo's the greatest player I've ever seen. Like, you know what's mad? Because if you look at my age, like, in '99, we didn't really appreciate it, did we? Because we were too young in it. Like, I was 10. Like, I didn't appreciate it.
Yeah.
I thought it was going to happen again and again and again. But in '08, I was 18, 19. I knew what the Champions League meant. Like,
Yeah.
that was mad, and I got to see that team like Ronaldo. I remember do you remember the game after when he winked and all that stuff, and then we played Fulham and battered them 5-1, and then I remember watching that and them just grow. Ronaldo's the best I've ever seen, and I would argue to this day that 08 Ronaldo is the best version of Ronaldo. Like when he was skillful and beating everyone.
I mean,
he's
that's
the most
is that a
entertaining,
poll?
definitely.
Yeah, most entertaining.
He's definitely the most
Yeah,
entertaining.
we can poll it.
I can poll it because I think the
Obviously, there's been better
That's what I'm saying, but he's had.
numbers
That's what I'm saying.
after that.
On the stats, but anyway, I think he's been more productive.
Yeah. Nah, that
After
season he was.
brother, when he started, it was the season after he hit the first knuckleball against Portsmouth, bro.
Yeah.
After then, he was shooting from everywhere, bro. I remember the Porto game,
Porto goal.
brother. Why would he even shoot?
This
From,
what I mean,
he was
that
by the
was fine,
semicircle,
you know.
Yeah.
Man basically took a big touch from the halfway line and said, "You know what?
slapping this.
And
man.
everyone went, "What are you doing?
Yeah.
Oh shit! Oh, did it?
Yeah.
But yeah, to be
Like
fair,
4-5 times still. That's your job."
I'm sorry, I'm
Imagine looking at like, let me
Man's
just
gritting his teeth
Oh,
every
in the
time.
time.
I'm making mental notes of the
Brandon's
time.
like, yo,
I'm so sorry, that's the last
bookmark.
3 strikes are about.
But yeah, saying Ronaldo, I remember when we had I didn't like that kit. It was like the red with the AIG. I think it was the first season we had AIG.
The strip down the back.
Nah, not that one. Oh, that kit's phenomenal.
Oh yeah, I was about to say like
The kit before that. And
Oh,
he
with
came
the
back
fat
from
colour.
And he came back from pre-season
Larson
and he
kit,
looked
that is, he reminds me of Larson.
Larson,
Yeah,
exactly.
yeah.
He looked wham. I was like, yo, Ronaldo looks different still. Like he just went through a time chamber. Bro, 42 goals. Sensational.
Yeah.
Sensational.
Oh, yeah, Ronaldo's a joke, bro.
It was so good. They kept the kit next season.
Like, good.
Say superstitious.
Fergie, good luck, charm, fam.
that was a
That's
joke.
my favorite kit of all time. United.
But it was.
I need to think.
Do you remember feeling after the final like now I just don't want him to go. And that was the whole talk. It was annoying, innit? It was a bit.
Yeah.
And then he would go, only God knows, and that, and you'd be like, oh,
Nah, he was gone,
you're
fam.
killing me,
We all knew he was
bro.
gone,
Bro, he signed the contract before the
Lied
final.
to me,
fam.
man.
Yeah.
Lied to me. Just say you
Just
stay.
make me feel good.
That's all United greats go to Real Madrid, though, innit? It's like Real Madrid's like we're the feeding club for Real Madrid.
Yeah, but because where else can you go? Like
That's what I mean,
United,
that's-
you can't
there's
go
nowhere
bigger than
bigger,
United.
Nah, but Ronaldo was the only one we sold against our will. Because Beckham, Fergie had enough.
Yeah.
Van Nistelrooy had enough. Gabby Hines, he didn't want him to go to Liverpool. So Beckham was Ronaldo was the only one that
True.
was against our will.
Do you
Like,
think
Even when he signed it didn't look right. Man had the number 9 and all sorts.
Yeah.
of
Yeah, but that's because Raul had the 7th. And
So, but if you signed it for that, Raul, I'm sorry, man.
but-
Your time's up, man.
Nah, they knew it was
Time's up,
coming.
man.
They knew it was coming, but they just couldn't do it. Like they couldn't do Raul.
he went to
like that.
Schalke like a year later. Or
That's what I'm
something
saying.
Yeah.
Might as well have just done it a year earlier.
Yeah.
we should just stayed at United.
It's not like he had a good season.
That's interesting.
Right, next season, where we've been rumored with quite a few players. Jadon Sancho's been the big one.
And you've been rooming him for like 3 years, bro.
Bro, it's crazy.
I thought
Since he
Harry's
left
the big
City.
one. Is Kane not the bigger
I mean,
attraction?
I don't think.
I don't
Kane.
think we'll- I don't think
Kane's
we'll
going
get
City.
He's definitely got a City. But
If Kane had any sense, he will take the number 10 that Aguero just left and put it on his back, fam.
Yeah.
'Cause that's guaranteed trophy for the next.
guaranteed
It
something.
might sound mad, yeah, but if you offer me the choice of Sancho or Kane, you can only have one. I'll go Sancho anyway.
Could we need a right winger?
yeah, cool, we got Dan James.
Christ.
Desperately. No, and I'm fed up of man putting Rashford on the right.
Yeah, that needs.
Like, that's just killing him.
We need a 6 so we can play a 4-3-3 as well.
You know what I mean?
I think the 6. You know, on Sky they keep going, oh, yeah, you need a striker and that. No, we don't.
Nah.
We do, but we
Long term.
don't. Not as
Urgent.
quickly as we need a right winger. We need a DM and maybe a
A
centre
centre
back.
back, I'd say as well.
If we got them three, let's say
Who do
Varane
you
or
think?
Pau Torres,
Okay.
let's say. I'm just saying them because those are the names linked.
Back Kunde from Sevilla.
I'm not going to pretend I watch a lot of that. I watch the big games in it. Like,
Yeah.
I'm
I
not
said,
gonna
I ain't got no
really-
time for no Farmers League.
I'm not even that. Like, you know what? When I was growing up, I was a kid that just any football, Barnet against Notts County, I'm watching it. You know what I mean? Like,
Man said
and now
Barnet
it's just
against Notts.
oversaturated. Like,
That's a conference game right now.
yeah, bro, I'd watch it, like, it's mad. Any game, Eurosport.
Yeah.
Eurosport.
Channel
I'm
4,
like,
Football Italia.
Yeah,
Jeez.
Football Italia was Jim Richardson was my guy. Remember him?
Yeah.
With the coffee and that. Like,
Ah, man, I showed the age.
any football I watch.
Yeah.
But now it's like, it's too much, man.
You think there's too much football on TV?
No, it's too much for me to keep up with. Like,
Okay.
do you know what I mean? So I love the championship. That's my. you
Yeah.
know?
Who's your team?
No team. I just love the carnage. I just love the carnage.
So
I
that-
love being able to watch a championship. At the moment, I want Swansea to come up.
Okay.
Because
Nah,
I know
Brentford,
Jan,
fam.
and Jan Danda plays for Swansea, and I know his family, so I want him to come up. But apart from that, I just watch it for the carnage. Like it's just amazing.
Is there any players that you've seen in the champ that you think are too good for the championship? Be maybe even a
Todd
United side?
Cantwell's obviously got promoted. That Buendia's, he's going to go to Arsenal, innit, apparently.
Yeah, so I've heard.
There's always like you always get a little baller in there, like Tarapt. Can they come up and then change it in the Prem? But you're seeing they can more because back in the day it just used to be more physical and now it's more
Technical.
more tactical. It's more there's more coaches that are trying to play football, so these players have got more of a chance. So, but yeah, I just love the carnage.
Back to your the signings. Who do you think, or who would you sign? 3 players at the minute for next season to win the Premier League.
Sancho,
Yeah.
100%,
Sancho, yeah,
and I think that's doable.
86 million.
I think if you
Oh, it is now.
send Jesse to West Ham, or even if you don't, you can probably.
What's your thoughts on Jesse?
I think he's a top player, but he's not going to sit on the bench, so he's going to leave. And I think that's fair enough.
I think he's happy to sit on the bench at United, but only at United because
He's too good to sit on the bench.
I agree. I don't feel like
And Van der Beek don't even play like.
that's what I mean. I don't feel like Ali can rotate a squad like how Fergie used to. Like everybody used to get game time in that squad.
You know what it is though? He was playing poor for he was getting games and he weren't playing well.
Who?
The best Lingard. The best
Yeah,
Lingard
but
we saw was
you-
under Mourinho.
But that's because he had
That's-
a lot of stuff going on
early
off the field.
Yeah,
though,
yeah,
innit?
of course. And I think the break was what he needed. Like, I remember I interviewed him about like his mental health and all that kind of stuff, and it was like it was clear like he kind of just needed a break. And I think going to West Ham where everyone looked at him like, oh, that's Jesse Lingard. Like, I think that probably was the boost that he needed because he's a guy that thrives off confidence, and at United,
They ain't got time.
it's a lot of there's a lot of negativity when United ain't playing well.
Yeah.
And if you're a guy that likes to have a little bit of fun, and
I felt like he was made the scapegoat a lot of times.
bang on.
So that's probably why.
And it must
was
be
hard.
difficult then when you're dealing with personal stuff. But I do think he's not going to start 30, 40 games is he,
No.
for United.
Not
So
United, no.
he'll leave because he's better than Daniel James and that sitting on the bench for.
Yeah.
That's what I mean. But man like Daniel James was getting 20, 30 games.
Yeah, I don't. Is he? Daniel
You don't
James?
think he's played 20 games this season?
Nah.
Not
Twi-
started.
20 games. Daniel
Well,
James.
a lot less,
the start of the season, he was playing week in, week out.
I think you got to respect Ollie in that. You know, remember when we were all saying, "Oh, why does he keep starting Pereira and all that shit? Oh, why does he keep starting that?" And then he stopped. Like after he got the players, you never ever saw him again. I think he kind of you know how Jose was.
Dan James wasn't there.
Stand all of
He
these,
came
like,
afterwards, like what? Because
yeah,
Giggsy said, "Yo, sign him."
Giggsy.
So Giggsy,
Yeah, Bon Gings right
yeah,
now.
It's
Giggsy
like Fergie giving us Moyes, isn't it?
I'm saying sabotage.
Probably worse. So, yeah, 3 players. Sancho.
I like Ndidi and I just don't think Leicester will sell. I like Basuma, but it looks like he might go into Arsenal.
Arsenal, yeah.
And
You know, you got
although
a
if
blank
we,
check.
yeah, but
You got a blank check, and
I kind of
he's talking about.
okay. If I was gonna get any DM, it'd be Sal Niguez because I think he'd just
Jeez.
sit in there. That number 6.
Yeah.
He's supposed to go back to
Imagine Sal
another team,
Niguez,
isn't it?
Bruno, and Pogba. Oh my
Yeah.
days, it's a wrap. But I
cold,
think we'll
isn't
end up with Declan Rice.
I don't, if anything, I think he goes Chelsea.
He's right. You're right.
Now Lampard's left. That's not happening.
We'll end up with
That's why
Rice.
Lampard
Nah.
got sacked, isn't it?
What, you're trying to sign Rice?
He kept asking for Declan Rice.
Right, we got Rice out.
We got Rice at home.
Yeah, we got Kante. What are you doing?
Yeah.
Yeah, but they also got Jorginho.
Top scorer, fam. Put some respect on his name.
But he scores penalties.
It don't matter. They still need scoring.
On the stats.
They still need scoring.
Can't you know?
So yeah, you'll get Sancho, Sal.
I actually want Varane.
Okay.
I genuinely want him. Like, and I think there's a possibility we could get him if we don't sign that deal at Real Madrid.
Yeah. I don't
Like,
think he will.
He's the right age. He's got that link up with Pogba. I think that could be something that makes Pogba think,
Yeah, might stay.
give me that deal. And then, yeah, if you get him, and I think he's better than Maguire. And I think that's
You
good
think?
for Maguire. I think that's well, yeah, it's obvious, isn't it? Like, but although Maguire's been a bit better recently, but yeah, Varane's clear, and I think that would be better for Maguire to not be
The
the
guy.
head, like, you know, I know he's the captain, but to just not be the
And
main
have some
guy.
pace next to him.
Yeah.
Well,
And have
by-
just movement, just
Yeah.
like, you know,
Someone that can cover
Anything.
him when he gets caught out.
I- my worst fear is seeing Maguire, Matic, and McTominay just sitting in that same team, man. Next
Yeah.
season, I don't want to see that ever again.
Matic
So
supposedly
on the flip
going
side of that,
Roma.
what's 3 players
Please.
you'd most want to get rid of?
You just named
Phil
him.
Jones.
If you can get rid of Phil Jones, don't count in it. It's just
It don't count. It's just
like-
there,
it's
so
like
it
a
counts.
go-
no,
He
bro.
needs
He's
to
just
go.
taking out 100K a week.
like
Crazy.
Hopefully he does leave this season, but that goes without saying. I think you go with Matic, defo, because I think then if you sell him, that hopefully means we're definitely getting that midfielder. Part of me feels they're gonna buy Sancho and then just do us over and
So here's your one carrot.
maybe
Enjoy
get another
that.
centre back and then let's see what happens.
Well, now that Ed Woodward's done,
Is he though? He's staying till like December or something, isn't it?
is he?
I thought it was
Okay.
just at the end of the season.
I thought, yeah. I
Was
thought
it to the end of the season?
that's
yeah, I
what it
thought it
was,
was end of the season. He confirmed.
got-
Season
got
done now,
confused
so.
with that. Yeah, I
See ya.
thought-
Well, after tomorrow, season done.
I think he stays for the summer though.
You reckon?
I can't. That's the whole point of him going, really.
Yeah.
Nah,
If you stay for the summer, then
Do
you
you
might
know
as
what
well
it
just
is?
stay for the season.
Them
As
are
bad
the
as
kind
he
of man
is.
that will like, yo, when I'm leaving, I'll leave carnage behind me, bro. I ain't leaving you lot in a good
He's already
position.
done that.
Yeah, but you think it can't get worse?
Hey, it can always get worse.
All right then.
But I think he was always leaving. That's the thing.
Mm.
That was made ages ago, that decision. And I think it was kind of a decision that was made after the Super League to look like, yo,
This is the reason why.
it was him.
Yeah, basically.
And really, it wasn't
He used to
like
work there.
Surely then he leaves straight away.
Yeah.
So
No,
it was always planned, I think, for him to.
Yeah,
to
it makes
step
sense
down.
to be fair.
yeah, but United seem very reactive rather than being proactive. Because like,
100%.
where do you go from? Like, if my man's leaving, then what's the next? Like, there's no clear future for how things are gonna shape and look. But it's on the man problem,
I
innit?
was off it. I call it how you see it.
Yeah. Right. What are your predictions for us next season?
If we get the signings.
Yeah.
I remember the last time we finished second and thought
The Mourinho season, yeah.
he got Fred Delow and Lee Grant. Just remember that. innit? Fred Delow and Lee Grant.
Man, like Fred, you know.
So if he gets the signings, I think we could challenge. I'm not going to say you can win it because
Close the gap.
I think Chelsea are going to be a lot better. I think Liverpool will probably be a lot better if they get signings, because there's a few players going to leave there as well. So what's going to happen? Because you hear that they haven't really got the money as well.
Yeah.
So what's going to happen with Liverpool? But Klopp works like
Miracles.
magic,
Miracles,
like, yo,
brother.
With the players that he has,
To
he
get
had
to-
no
to
right
get
to
to
do
third.
what he did. in
Yeah.
Tottenham.
To get to third.
No, not even third. Forget third. To win the Premier League and Champions League with the squad that he had, competing with City and doing what he did. That's incredible, you know. Like he had like.
I would
know
argue
they're-
that this-
I know
I would
they're
ar-
good players, but he had like.
Yeah, like Wish
Milner
VVD.
and- Yo, if you gave.
Whoa. Put some respect on Milner's
No, but
name,
if you remember when Robertson came from Hull and Trent came from the academy, if you gave them to Pep would have went, what are you doing? Give me 50 million fullbacks right now.
Yeah.
And he went, you know what?
I can
I'm
work
gonna
with this.
we
Like,
made
yeah.
them best fullbacks in the world.
But he's got Zinchenko.
Yeah, but he don't play though. He don't count.
Nah, he does, bro.
His
Nah,
goal,
he's a-
he
he's a
spent
real
a world record fee on a goalkeeper. That flopped, so he spent another world record fee. He spent 50 million on a fullback. That flopped, so he bought another one. Centre backs, like Stones, the last year was gonna dip, and then they thought, oh, he's good now. Like
Laporte
they
don't
just
play,
get 50
fam.
million. What happened to Otamendi, Mangala, all these players that they bought?
Mangala was.
Like,
Yeah, but Otamendi was decent though when he
It
first
was
came.
before he came.
Yeah.
I must say
He
before
was.
he came.
We wanted him,
in,
innit?
in the first season, even in his first season, I thought he was
Where
good.
Valencia. At Valencia, he was proper.
no, but my point is, he gets so like
He
people
gets
say,
the-
oh, he hasn't spent 100 million on one player. Yeah, cool, but
Bro, he
gets
spent a lot,
so
60
much-
million.
Yeah.
He spent a lot,
I know.
60 million,
This
bro.
already, innit?
So we don't spend no little 5 and 10
Yeah,
mil.
yeah.
Whereas
ain't-
Klopp did it with little to nothing. Obviously, he's world record fee on a goalkeeper and Van Dijk, but still.
It's still smarter investments
Yeah,
rather than
still, like,
accumulations.
what he did was crazy. So I think they'll be better and United will be better. Even like if you just look at the start of the season we had,
Yeah.
I think that was down to no preseason.
It was down to Dan James starting.
And no preseason. Man City started rubbish. We started rubbish. All the teams that were involved in Europe to the latter stages didn't start well. Like, they didn't have a preseason.
But they finished well though.
That's how you finish, Onyx. Bar Spurs.
Spurs are total.
Spurs started their season when we were still playing against like Sevilla. They did the Europa League. Like, do you remember that? And then they battered us 6-1, and we had 2 games under our belt or something.
Let's not
Like
talk
that don't happen if we had 2 games extra. We don't lose 6.
I banished that from my memory bank, so don't bring it back up.
Remember when they were trying to say Mourinho was winning the league? And all that?
Yeah.
Oh
To be fair, I thought he would have
He
won
was one of
something.
them.
No, not the league. I said I thought I would have won. He got them to a final.
I thought a cup. I
Yeah.
wanted them to win the league cup.
Yeah.
And just
I think if
have
he
them,
stayed, he would've won it.
Locked.
If they didn't get
Because
sacked, he
they
would have won that cup.
That was rude of Daniel Levy, to be fair.
He was stupid.
Do you
Now
reckon you reckon it was because he had like a clause that was like, if you win
Definitely.
a trophy, we can't sack him?
It was definitely because
Oh, that was his next
Maybe,
clue.
no, I don't know.
Oh.
I'm just
To be fair, there probably is more to it because that makes.
I think they had
if
to
you're
pay him-
gonna
they pay him
sack him,
out,
at
innit?
least like do something
the
for
clause
us.
I
And
heard
then,
was basically that depending on his league position is how much his compensation is if they sack him. So
sense.
they tried to sack him.
because I think they were like 7th at the time, like leading up to
okay.
that week. So it was like a few mil rather than 10 mil if they're in the top 4. So
that was like Moyes. We had to wait till he couldn't get Champions League football in it.
and then carried on paid him.
Bro, these manager contracts are
you
getting
sound
silly.
like it's your money.
I feel like it
He had a
is.
6-year contract, and in that 6 years, he lost like 3 jobs. Like Real Sociedad, Sunderland.
Hey, listen, David's got West Ham playing some great football, man. What's wrong with you, man? Let him
He
live.
got
bro.
sacked at West Ham as well, and then got the job back.
Yeah,
So how
remember
does that
that?
happen?
Privilege? I don't know what you want to say. Look at me, I got the answer, Sway.
Right, it's that time of the show. The No Tekkers Quiz.
Jeez.
So,
Got that beat Barton ready.
here are the...
Last week got 0, so as long as you get 1.
Listen, last week didn't happen, all right? Last week did not happen.
Nah, man. Lincoln called me out. Lincoln, you
No,
got 0.
it weren't me. It was a community OG.
Yeah. So rules of the quiz: you get 3 minutes to answer 10 questions. You can pass a question and come back to it later if you have time. Your first answer is your final answer, so nothing
I can't
wild.
think quietly, man. That's not good.
You get a point.
Think away from the mic then.
You get a point per correct question, and the record at the minute is 6. So
Yeah, everyone there says, when they hear 6.
6
Jordan
out of 10.
Tuppy, is it?
yeah, Jordan and top. Yeah.
Mr. Bon Gerard.
Yeah,
Do you want a time check? Do you want me to let you know when it's a minute, 30 seconds?
I'll let us. Let's see how we go. Let's see how we go.
We'll just keep quiet.
PSC got the points.
Yeah.
Courts, you got the time. Cool. Are we ready?
Let's go.
Question 1. Who scored the winning goal for United in the 1999 Champions League final?
And Solskjaer has won it.
Yep.
That's such a dickhead answer.
No, that's the way to do it. That's the way to, because you know, if I didn't do it that way, I could have said Sheringham by accident.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because you just think,
Don't waste your time though. You're in the clock.
No, I paused it. It's my fault. I'm going to play it. I'm going to pause it again. All right, cool.
Question 2. What season did United last win the FA Cup? So I'm looking for the season.
it was under Van Gaal 2016.
So was it 16-17 or 15-16?
No, we won it in 16.
Okay, so 15-16, correct. Question 3. Name me 5 players from the starting 11 from United's 2008 Champions League final.
How many players?
5.
So Van der Sar was in goal. Wes
Yep.
Brown was at right back. We had Rio, Vidic, Hargreaves, Scholes, Carrick.
That's it.
All right.
Question 4. Name me 4 players that have gone from United to Real Madrid. I know we spoke about this earlier.
Gabby Hines, Drew Van Nistelrooy, Beckham, and Ronaldo.
Correct. Name me 3 assistant managers that was under Fergie.
Walter Smith,
Yep.
Carlos Queiroz, Steve McLaren,
Correct.
Brian Kidd as well. This is the one you should have said first, isn't it? That's why I had to say it first.
Question 6. Can you name me all 8 World Cup winning nations?
Is this general knowledge?
Yeah.
Oh, God. All 6.
8.
So every nation that's won the World Cup.
There's 8 of them.
As in, like, what country?
Yeah.
Or what?
The nation
Continent.
that's won the World Cup.
the
Who
countries.
won the last World
Yeah.
Cup?
Who won that?
I can't break it down any more than that.
Because I feel like there's more than 8.
That is
That
not.
is 8.
There's only 8 teams
Man
who won
said-
the World Cup.
Yeah.
I said, what continent?
What? Only 8 teams.
I think when you got a minute left.
Uruguay, Brazil, England, France, Germany, Italy, Holland. No.
Correct.
Next question.
Question 7. Can you name all the champions of each major league across Europe? So there's 5. So we're looking
Current.
Yeah.
Manchester City,
Yep.
Lille,
Yep.
Italy is Inter,
Yep.
Spain is Atletico.
Yep.
Which one have I left out? Germany is Bayern.
Correct. Question 8. Who is Barcelona's current record signing? So who cost them the most P's?
Not who they're
There's
paying.
2. You can give me either or.
Who cost them the most?
Yeah.
Neymar. No, Philip Coutinho.
Well, you already said Neymar.
You already said the name. Why is
sorry.
Coutinho though?
Oh, is it?
Question 9. What year did the Premier League change its logo to the most recent logo?
Wasn't that recently, like 2019?
Correct. 2016. And question 10. Name me 5 Premier League referees.
Time.
You can answer. Finish the question.
This is for
Mike
the win as well.
Dean,
Yep.
What's that one? Mike Dean. You know what? Oh man, Stuart Taylor.
Yep. That's 2.
Atkinson. Do I have to do the full name?
Hold on, you said Stuart Taylor.
It's Anthony Taylor. Stuart Taylor was a goalkeeper in it.
Why is he looking at the team
There's Stuart Atwell and there's Anthony Taylor. But
Lee Mason.
Well, you got the question wrong now. Lee Mason.
Man, just combine it together.
Yeah.
Then
Got
you had
6
like,
though. He got 6.
yeah, well done.
Top of the league.
Jeez.
Well done.
I feel like he should be top on goal difference though.
Yeah, he
Man
went
gave
for the
bare bonus
reference.
answers.
Yeah. Well done. So you got 6 out of 10.
You know that World Cup one
Yeah.
threw me.
Man, man looks at Chris like, what continent?
I didn't understand the question. I was
yeah.
thinking, surely there's been more than 8 teams that have won the World Cup.
Yeah, I said Holland. I said Yugoslavia as well.
Yeah, I don't know.
Uruguay were the first ever in it.
Yeah.
That's why I remember that. Like
That's mad
19.
still. I didn't even know they won it.
I know you put Yugoslavia instead.
Yeah.
That's what I'm thinking now. You must have
Nah, Yugoslavia was a bad boy team back in the day.
No.
They were, man.
It was
Trust me.
okay.
Nah, there was bad boy team, man.
Yeah.
Right, it's that time of the show. Fraud Watch. Welcome to Fraud Watch, where players, managers, or anyone involved in football have bamboozled the world into thinking that they are better than they actually are. Fraud Watch.
Yep.
So,
I thought that was Fraud Watch.
So Fraud Watch is basically any player, manager, anyone involved in football that has bamboozled the world into thinking that they are better than they actually are. So currently we have quite a few names on the Fraud Watch list. Tammy Abraham, Ruben Loftus-Cheek,
Dan James,
Anthony Martial.
Oh.
Galacticos.
The Galacticos.
Gareth Southgate.
Southgate.
I put him on there.
Oh yeah.
They deserve
Arteta. So someone who's stealing a living. Does anyone come to mind?
I got one.
Go on.
Sam Allardyce.
Oh yeah, big man. Fraud.
Sam Allardyce, big man.
Why is it fraud though?
Because you see that clean, never relegated record that he had before. Yeah, when he
That's what got him the job.
You know what it was? Yeah? Everyone thought, because he never got relegated, there must be a good manager, brother. But big man, you'll play long ball and get offended when you get told it, bro.
And he has been relegated before that for Notts County.
But this is it. They just tweaked
What,
the
it's not
narrative.
the Premier League.
Going-
Oh,
Yeah, I
so
know what I'm
that's
saying.
what-
Bamboozle,
Yeah.
man, to
Sam
say, I'm in
Allardyce
the
is one
Prem.
of those guys that says football never started in 1992 in the Premier League.
Fam.
And then he counts his record from there.
Yeah.
But the fact that he got caught didn't he get caught for doing some kind of agent tampering thing?
When
and
he was the
still
England
get a
boss.
job?
I can't cipher
Hey,
for that though.
hey,
That
no,
was-
is that
that
the-
was
the-
messed up, man.
Got the
No,
perfect record for England.
no,
though.
no.
That was a record.
Entrapment, man.
It's
One game,
entrapment.
one win.
Yeah, that was entrapment,
Yeah,
man.
well, you shouldn't put yourself in a position to get trapped. Like, if you weren't
A
doing
pint
that.
of wine, man. He was
A pint.
Sam,
Yo, he must have been
Ain't that a whole bottle? Anyways, Sam Allardyce is my Fraud Watch.
Okay, cool. Adam, you got anyone?
I'm trying to think. Go round and I'll have a think.
PSC?
Yeah, I know you wanted to steal my one, innit? So,
Yeah, I did still.
go on, I'll let you steal it because I got another one.
Paris Saint-Germain.
Jamon. You gotta say Jamon.
PSG.
PSG. that's-
Jordan,
Don't forget the full
Balmain, all them brands, you man are frauds. How dare you let Lille win the league? You have 500 million up front. 500 million up front. You have a Ninja Turtle, a skillful Brazilian, and a Donny that just steals somebody's ex-wife.
And whiskey.
And a Donny that likes to dance. The French Jesse Lingard. And you, man, cannot win that league. The Farmers League. You lot are an embarrassment. Frauds.
And Lil Striker's like 35 and came on a free. bro.
Pochettino.
And with that's what I was about to say. With that being said, I was going to say mine is Pochettino, and I'm a fan of his.
Oh, mate.
But he is on Fraud Watch.
Things can't go. He just carried the Spurs
Because
curse
Lille were
to
ahead of them.
France.
Sorry, PSG were ahead of Lille when he took over.
I didn't even know that.
So you know how
That's
people
new
say,
information. But how many points though? Was it? Like,
don't matter, bro. It don't
One
matter.
hour.
You got
But he was
peeved.
don't matter.
500 million up front.
They got Jose Fonte
This was my fraud
bro.
watch. You don't need to convince me.
That's a good point,
Gave it
though.
to you.
Hey, salute to Fonte, though. Commander Madness to even be considered. In
Bro, can you name 5 Lille players? Cavagnan.
Renato Sanchez?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
The other Dread Donny in midfield?
The one that begins with a Y. I can't pronounce his name though.
Yilmaz.
Yeah, that's the one.
That's it. That's me.
Basically, he won in the league.
Is that the striker?
He's their best player.
He's the one that was screaming in the tunnel.
I said he
That's
can't name
it.
5 league players.
A team that I can't name 3 players. We can't name 5 players between us here. And they won the French league.
I got my one.
Salute to them.
What, salute to the French league though? Salute to them.
Salute to Lille, fam.
Salute to them.
Salute to Lille, fam.
You are bits.
Yeah, but they'll probably slap us in the Champions League now you said this.
Who?
Lil.
Lil.
Do you
Probably.
remember when Lil, the team we played, and Giggs took the quick free kick and I tried to walk off the pitch? Do you remember that?
I don't remember.
And when Henry kept doing it.
Oh, yeah.
And Giggs did it against them. He scored and they tried to walk off the pitch.
They're the one with the wolf as their badge.
And Fergie started screwing at everyone, saying, "You man, stay on the pitch. What are you doing?" and they tried to walk off. That was funny. Yeah, I'm sure that was Lil.
Yes.
Remember.
Who you got as a fraud, Chief?
Roberto Martinez.
Jesus. Why?
I don't know why he keeps getting linked with all these big jobs when he ain't done nothing.
What do you mean? He had Belgium playing great football. What did they?
What's he done?
I mean,
he's Spurs though. Come on.
he's a good coach. He's a good.
Why is he getting linked with jobs?
They've
He's a good
appointed
coach.
Ryan Mason
He's a
as
good
stand-in
coach.
rather than Ledley King. Are you?
I don't care. Why is he getting linked with jobs?
He did that.
Yeah.
He won the FA Cup with Wigan.
Oh yeah.
But they did get relegated.
He's a good coach, man.
Yeah.
I mean,
I hear you.
Maybe he's more of an assistant.
Maybe he's not those bamboozling, man.
Maybe he's a good assistant, yeah, but they just can't afford both
At least
ways.
he's Steve
He's
McLaren.
a fraud. In my opinion, he's a fraud. He's
He's
bamboozling people to thinking he's a good manager when he's not.
Because Belgium should have won something.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Look at this. Look at the quality he's got to work with.
They're no longer the dark horses of.
But how
And
do
they're
they
not in
keep
the same
getting
place
ranked
as England.
first?
I don't know. They're ranked
always get
first.
ranked first.
Exactly. And they can't win anything.
I
Not even a
mean,
Nations League.
sorry, bro.
You've got the best squad.
Sorry,
in the
bro.
world.
I tried to help you, but
You think so? Over
No, but
France?
FIFA does.
Oh, I was gonna
mean,
say.
They're ranked first, so that means you've
And
got
if
the
you
best
look at
team.
it,
You've got KDB.
they have got a
You got
very good-
Hazard.
No, but nah. You can't say that.
When you was in that World Cup, like Hazard was Hazard.
Yeah.
Hazard's stuck to us now because they're trying to sell him.
That's what I'm saying,
Yeah.
but you had star players.
I mean, I agree. Okay.
Lukaku.
I agree.
Yeah,
I agree. Okay.
Yeah,
Even
they
the
got a good
defense-
back line too. Like their back
So
line.
when it comes to Spurs and
what I'm saying.
when he comes to Spurs and win that first trophy, you're gonna take the back.
What trophy?
First of all, he probably won't get a job. Second of all, if he does, he ain't even getting close to a trophy.
You know what I think?
No chance.
Fairs.
He definitely get no top 4 either.
Adam, you got anyone off the top of your head?
I said Poch.
Oh yeah, you did say Poch.
Mauricio
fair
Poch
play.
because he threw
Even though
the,
I like him, I do like him.
he
I
threw
want
Ligue
him to
1.
be United.
He threw it away from him.
Fair play.
Spurs
Right.
might as well get Poch back.
He is. Apparently he's going. Apparently
He might as well.
He's linked with them.
You're gonna get sacked at PSG.
Nah, bro.
I mean, he won
Don't
the
go
French
back
Cup.
there.
You can't go back.
You can't go back there.
Not that
PSG,
quick.
you can't win the French Cup and that's like telling flipping Real Madrid manager, oh, you won the Copa del Rey.
And they were already in the final.
They didn't win that.
If that's all
Oh
they
yeah, he
want.
came at the final game,
Yeah,
didn't
he
he?
played the final.
Yeah,
Final
yeah,
was
yeah.
like his second or third game.
Yeah, I remember that. Right, onto the streets. We'll never forget. So streets will never forget players like Tarak, perfect example. That were really good.
Before we start,
but
though, I need to
didn't.
shout out my boy Nia Judah Campbell, yeah? Because last week I used his. Remember what I said? Somebody.
Oh, so
it was him,
he
and
wants
got-
his government
got
on the
feelings
team.
about it, so I'm shouting him out now. Like, Nia, don't at me again.
Who you got anyone?
Yeah, Ricardo Fuller.
Hey,
Woo!
baller.
Streets will
Like
never
you went for the
forget.
Yardie.
Yeah, bro, represent, fam. I'm thinking, little big man. I'm shouting all these Europeans, bro.
About
Yeah.
Ricardo Gardner.
Huh?
Get the shout.
He never
Yeah,
fulfilled.
man.
You know,
He was alright.
Yeah, he was cold, fam.
Yeah.
One at a time,
was my
fam. One at a time.
favourite
One at a
Jamaican
time.
man.
Ricardo Fuller done the
Only 1 yard in the boat at a time.
He was the original, man.
Ricardo Fuller done the
The remix
the
Bergkamp, innit?
remix
Yeah,
Bergkamp,
the
and he
dancehall
meant it.
Bergkamp.
He actually meant it.
So he says, man.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, mine's Ricardo
Bergkamp
Fuller.
meant it. Let's not get into that.
Nah, Bergkamp said he didn't mean it.
Bergkamp
So did
never
it.
met.
So what?
He said he
Bergkamp
improvised. There's a
Bergkamp
difference.
never met. No.
Bergkamp never meant it. Fuller did.
Yeah.
He improvised.
Fuller's-
That means he didn't mean
Attempted
it.
to do that.
No. It meant he tried to do something else. It didn't work, and then something else came off as a result of.
Look up.
Chief, you got anyone?
Nah, I didn't give him one this week.
He did to be fair. He said Martin Scamps Pedersen.
Oh,
baller.
I feel like we put him on it already.
Was that the
Nah,
Blackburn
that was in
guy?
a group.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That was who?
Where did you play for?
Blackburn.
Yeah, that's when the
I
Blackburn.
remember
Oh, he said the
game
Black
at
brother.
Old
I was like,
No,
huh?
no, the Blackburn
Brother named Morgan Gams.
Was it Norwegian or Danish or something? Where was
Yeah,
it?
yeah.
I just remember they-
Norwegian, I think he was.
something like that.
Yeah.
Left foot.
Yeah.
Cold.
Yeah, it was good.
Cold.
Yeah,
I was
so-
at a game at Old Trafford and he scored twice against us and we lost. And I remember there was a couple of people booing Fergie next to me. I started cussing him and that was mad.
Can't be Fergie. You're mad.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Adam, anyone for Streets will never forget?
I had two in mind. I had Raval, but I had Gabriel Batistuta as well.
Jeez, Gabby go.
I tried to go non-United.
Yeah.
Gabriel Batistuta was the guy. Remember how we talk about Football Italia?
Yeah.
I remember when I was young, I used to always want one of those, like an Inzaghi or Batistuta to come
Yeah.
to United.
Yeah.
Fair, my one in
He
the
had
Italian league
98 power on pro.
Shevchenko.
Shot power. Yeah.
Before Chelsea ruined him.
Before Chelsea.
Before Chelsea.
I don't know.
Before Chelsea ruined him.
Yeah. Bro, I remember watching.
Shevchenko was my guy before he came
Yeah.
to the Prem.
I remember watching the Milan derby, yeah. Bro, he was on a madness. Left foot, right foot, he was sticking them
was
top
special.
bins.
Fam, he was
Special.
cold, fam.
Him in his Lotto boots.
But he looked scruffy as well.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
He wasn't refined, was he? He's like almost like Muller.
It was good though, like because he'd hit him into the ground and then bounce over the keeper's like,
It's almost like he meant to do that though. He was
Yeah.
that scruffy that he just looked like, yeah, I meant that still.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was
Mine, I went for. He only had a short period, but Luis Fabiano, the striker.
I feel like that's
Sevilla.
more of a football manager
Nah,
throwback
man.
because football manager he
That's
was
Sevilla.
the coldest.
Yeah, Sevilla, the striker, and then he got
was
into
my
the
first
Brazil
signing.
squad.
Every football manager, he was.
Remember he had that.
When he was 19.
Yeah, when he
Straight
was
from Brazil,
yeah,
innit?
he was cold. But I remember we had that fight with on the pitch with who was it? With someone from I want to say Valencia. But ever since then he just fixed up and then bro, everything's just getting slapped in the net.
Brazil
yeah.
went for a period when they had no strikers. Remember?
Yeah,
They
yeah.
kept playing
Had
that
Fred
guy,
and that
Fred up.
Joe.
Fred and Joe, you know.
That was depressing.
But yeah.
You watch Brazil and even not
Yeah.
supporting them. Like, I want to be entertained.
We did talk about this before, like Brazil now, dead out. There's no
You know what,
excitement.
Neymar, man? I
Yeah,
rate
you got-
him
you got
higher than a
Neymar.
lot of other people.
Yeah.
Because I think he gets a lot of disrespect.
But he's only one man though. He
Yeah,
can't. He
that's
can't.
true.
Yeah. He's the most disrespectful player playing, like skill wise.
Like when he
Yeah.
retires, he will be
He just leave for
the
no
streets will
reason.
never forget.
Yeah, I
Will be
love
his logo.
He's like Danielson. Remember Danielson, how disrespectful he was? 75 step overs on the left
That's what
wing.
I mean.
yeah, but
Literally
Neymar.
keep doing step overs until you try and lunge in.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
And
Ne-
then knock it and gone.
but Neymar plays like he's at Power League, fam.
Yeah.
Like casually, like
Yeah.
things you will
Like,
try.
big
Like,
champ-
If you
Big
smash
Champions
Neymar, he's gonna come back purposely to try and embarrass you.
Even if you don't smash him,
I'd have to clout him against
he's going to
him.
embarrass you.
If you get mad that he made you look silly,
fam.
he's gonna keep doing it.
One of us come off the pitch here. One's getting a red card. One's getting injured. So either way, one of us ain't playing.
Yeah, it's mad. Right. So Adam, we do this with all our guests. We like to get your Premier League 11 of all time, manager and formation.
You can put United 11 if you want, my
He's going to be
juice.
very, very biased in it.
It's,
That's all right.
your
It's your-
team,
it's
my
your
guy.
team, man.
But to be fair, if you were being unbiased, your team would be 9 out of 11 definitely United anyway.
Yeah.
So, let's be real.
Ashley Cole's your left back.
Nah.
What?
If I was doing greatest, if I was doing unbiased greatest, yes. I think.
Don't say it, bro.
Hey, it's your team.
I
Do
don't
what
think.
you want.
I don't think anyone. Nah. If I was doing mine.
To be fair, sorry, can I just say I watched Ashley Cole's highlights against Portugal Euro 2004.
It was trending in it the other
Oh,
day.
he was sensational.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With
Was
the
that when Ronaldo made him skin out though?
No, he had.
Nah,
Okay,
Oh, he
had Ronaldo in the pocket,
He
didn't he?
had Ronaldo
Yeah,
on
yeah,
toast,
He
fam.
did that a few times, you know.
Yeah.
With his baggy English. Anyway, sorry, carry on.
He was very good. I'd go
Who's your manager? Obviously.
Fergie, obviously.
Formation.
So obviously, y'all spoke.
4-4-2.
Oh,
Keep it old school. Because if I
I
do
thought you go
something,
for the 4-3-3.
if I do something else,
Nah, I
I
didn't want
can't
the
do the
six.
midfield that I want to do,
Okay, say no more.
and the midfield's important. This is based in my United 11. Okay, Schmeichel in goal, Dennis Irwin. I think Rio's the greatest defender that's played in the Premier League. Yapstam.
That's a big shout, you know.
what the greatest to play?
I'd say even. The
It's
great-
definitely a debate. It's definitely a debate. Well, he's definitely in the conversation.
Yeah, 100%.
It's United's greatest.
Yeah.
For sure, in my opinion.
I'm thinking just like worldwide, who is out there that was better than him?
Oh, but I said Premier Leagues.
Yeah, but I'm saying like even worldwide.
Worldwide.
If you open up that scope,
You're looking at the special defenders. And
like Maldini.
Maldini's the GOAT.
Yeah,
Maldini's the GOAT.
Yeah, affairs.
I'm not having any arguments about it.
Someone said they should play Maldini left back as the
He
greatest
did play left back.
Yeah, I know. But he's saying he's the greatest left back. I'm like, well,
He's right-footed, you know. Man taught himself how to play left-footed to play left back.
I met Nesta once.
That's what.
Crazy.
Can we get back to his 11, please?
Yes.
Talk about Leicester, fam.
He's in Miami soccer rooftop.
Ah, sick.
He plays there in like the league. So I came there on a casual Friday thinking,
I think Brad's been to America, PSC.
So
Sorry.
What, on holiday or?
Nah, he lived there.
No,
That's it, man. Which part?
it's alright.
God, it's horrible, you know.
This was Miami.
Oh, shit. Sorry.
These Brighton players. Yeah, so you play. I met him there when he was playing in the league, but yeah, carry on.
That's crazy. Where was a right back? You gotta put Gary Neville there, innit?
It's your team. You put whoever you want.
I've got to. Like,
I mean, you could put someone else. You could put Walker. You could put.
nah, why would I put Walker?
I'm giving you options as an alternative to a man that can't run.
I'm not, but if you look at who I got on the right wing, who's David Beckham, them two together were just the best thing down the right. Keane, Scholes, Giggs.
You were lying.
York and Cole.
Cantona's in there already.
Cantona, and it's Ronaldo or Rude.
No, really.
He's got Cantona.
It's hard, man, to do. It's you go Rooney or Cantona, and I'll always go Cantona, and you go Ronaldo or Rude, and today I'm going Ronaldo.
Oh wait, Ronaldo done it.
Fair play. United 11.
But that's
I'm glad that Rude's got a mention though, because he don't get enough respect, in my opinion.
Nah, he does.
He doesn't, man.
he's
He
the
doesn't.
best.
100%. He's the best fox in the box
like,
That's what
ever.
I'm
Bro.
saying. But when we're comparing him to Andy Cole, I don't think we gave him enough respect, because Andy Cole, don't get me wrong,
But
he's
Andy
up
Cole
there.
deserves more respect as well. Like, he scored 40 plus in a season once. For Newcastle, I think it was the first season in the Premier League. It was like
I said, his goal record's incredible. But when you're looking at the actual player, Rude's by far better. He is.
We did have a poll. Who won a poll?
But
Rude.
Rude is more one-dimensional of a player. But
In what sense?
He's
Because he's not quick.
Rude did mad things in terms of he
Finishing.
manipulated the offside rule. Like, remember when he used to stand offside and
That's
then
what I'm
jump onside and do all that?
His
Henry
movement
did
was
that.
a joke.
But then Cole's, some of his link-up play and some of the goals Cole would score, you could never see Rude doing that.
Yeah, but he had the link-up
Cole
play
scored
with
an
York. He didn't
overhead
have the
kick outside
link-up
the
play
box,
with anyone
bro.
else.
He had that with Beardsley as well.
Not really.
Nah, he did.
He
bro.
just used to bang goals.
He was cold, man, for Newcastle as well. I think we forget that because it was early Premier
Nah,
League.
we don't
days.
forget, because everyone talks about it.
He's got the most non-penalty goals in the Premier now.
Like I said, I respect him and what he's
He's
done.
only got one pen.
The only
He's got-
English striker to do it in the Champions League as well. Name me another English striker to do it in the Champions League.
Like I said, I have
Don't worry,
massive-
I'll wait.
I have massive respect for Andy Cole, but when we're comparing to Rude, I don't think it's a contest.
Now, Rude is... Oh, yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
It's-
I'm not saying that he's a bad player.
As
or
a,
he's not-
as a striker, as a goal scorer, Rude is better. But as
I
an
don't see
all-round
a
player,
category,
I don't know.
apart from maybe pace, there's that you'll pick Andy
it's a
Cole
good
over
debate.
Rude.
And I'm probably in the minority. I accept that. But
Like, what category would you pick Andy Cole, apart from pace, over Rude?
some of the link-up play that Andy Cole had with his striker, Rude was a very selfish striker.
Which the best strikers are?
Yeah, but
it's a team
was,
game.
but then if you
Selfish.
notice, Fergie had to let him go for the benefit of the team.
I understand that.
And Andy Cole fits into a team. And that the link-up play between Cole and Sheringham, when he hated Sheringham, didn't even like him. Cole and Scholes, like, it weren't just Cole and Scholes played together for a bit. There was loads of them. Like, it was, and you got to think of the strikers we signed at that period. There were all these players coming, and Andy Cole's still playing.
So why was it a debate between CR7 and Rude and not Andy Cole? Why did not get mentioned?
What do you mean?
Because you know Rude is by
Andy Cole
far
left for
better.
Blackburn by that point, didn't he? Just shortly after.
No, I'm
innit?
talking about in your team that you just picked. Obviously,
Oh, yeah,
you're
good
going
point.
with CR7 or Rude.
Because Rude is the best finisher I've ever seen.
100%.
Whereas Cantona had everything else.
So you think they'll complement each other better than Cantona and Rude would complement each other better?
Checkmated me there, innit?
Hey,
You said it. No, it don't matter. You said I said it to you.
You should have
I
said
said it to you. I can see Adam's like he's ready processing what he says. Like, yeah, you got me still.
let me dig first.
But Andy Cole,
And he says I'm the horrible one.
Andy Cole was like I
made a
feel
man
like that
explain himself.
disrespects his all-round play. Like,
Nah, not even. I just feel like Rude deserves more respect than he gets.
yeah, he's the best finisher.
He's the best striker I've ever seen at United.
How he only won one league is a joke as well.
Yeah.
It's a joke.
Right. Adam, appreciate you coming on the show.
Thank you for having me,
Thank you,
boys.
bro. I enjoyed that.
Appreciate it,
I enjoyed
Yeah,
that
man.
still.
Let the people know where they can find you on the
Just
gram,
Adam McKola
Twitter.
everywhere.
Adam McKola everywhere.
Yeah,
There you go.
All one word.
Anything you got in the pipeline you want to let the people know about?
No, I like just season's finished, but still keeping it going with everything. I'm working on another documentary as well. I did a British Asians doc for Copper, but I'm looking to do it for myself now. Second part to it, because we've had like Hamza Chowdhury, is part British Asian and he won a FA Cup first one. Got Yan playing in the playoff final. Zidane Iqbal signed a contract at United, so there's one or two breaking through now. So I want to do it, follow up to that. And yeah, just keeping the rest of it going, man. On the kickoff still, and on
Yeah.
for Paddock.
You do anything for the Euros?
Yeah, just gonna be on the kickoff, doing the England games, and then we're gonna do bits on for Paddock as well. Just gotta keep it. Just gotta keep it going, innit? It's
Yeah.
all football, man. So
Yeah.
and I like doing the Euros because I'm not as emotionally invested, so I can just.
Chill out.
Appreciate it.
You going for the Euros?
I think France will win it. But
You think so?
yeah, but this is a very likable England team, and I wouldn't mind seeing them do well, which I haven't felt
Born
in
England.
a long time. But you know what? It's like
Born England.
if I can see Rashford and Greenwood, with like back in the day, I remember thinking I never want to see John Terry lift a trophy ever. Like, I'm not supporting England.
Yeah.
And like after Euro 2000 and World Cup '98, I remember like, you treating David Beckham like that? I'm gone. But now I'm a bit older and I don't care as much. I want to see Rashford do well, like, and I don't care if Jordan Henderson gets a medal. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's not that hatred there.
To be fair, I don't see them winning anyway, so I'm calm with the whole situation.
Yeah.
They're not gonna
Southgate is the whole problem.
win. Yeah, and he's there, so they ain't winning nothing.
Correct.
Facts.
Road watch. Anyway.
I do see Portugal as a threat. To be fair,
They got a very good team.
Yeah.
very, very good team.
And the alien.
I just don't know if Bruno will have that freedom in that squad.
Seems like a different player for them. Doesn't it?
yeah, he's not.
CR7 is an alien. You give him the ball, let him
Yeah.
score. You ain't taking no pens no more. He's up. He's going.
I'm picking France still. I'm picking France.
Yeah.
I don't think they'll.
And
I
they
think
got
they'll go
well.
far, but I don't think they'll do
They
it.
got too much
Benzema's there as well.
Yeah,
Ooh,
Don
the game
Benzi.
changer, you know.
Don Benzi.
They
You
got
know,
Griezmann there in it, so
yeah, but you all bench fam.
you
I think
think
it's gonna be someone.
Antoine's gonna hold
It's
bench?
gonna be a dark horse this year. I think it's gonna be someone like that we don't expect. I don't
Turkey
know
have
who,
a good
but
team.
somebody that's like when Greece won it. I feel like it's gonna be one of them years. So
Okay.
I'll let you know in due course.
Yeah.
I might change my
Before the
pick.
final.
After the winning semis, I'll let you know.
Right. No Tekkers podcast episode 39. Peace.
Peace.
Yep.